So unfortunately we had to announce that you'd torn your ACL, injured for a second time after partially tearing it a couple of years ago. I suppose how did that happen just before pre-season, and how did you know that you'd injured it?
Obviously previously I've had the partial tear. I didn't have a surgery. When I came back it was strong, it was very strong. I played the whole season. I think after that, where I rested for a little bit, I didn't do much, just wanted a break from football, from everything really. But I was still working, you know. I just felt uncomfortable in my right knee again. I was a bit worried, and I obviously kept speaking to Oz the physio, and I was just like, listen, there's something wrong with my knee. And he kept telling me, just being stupid, you're overthinking. And obviously, as a person, everyone knows their own body very well. So I said, listen, I just don't feel like it's alright. I just need to check it out, really. So he said, just go for it then, if you want to go have a scan to clear your mind, which I did. Got the results back the next day after the scan. They were like, it's completely gone. And I was just shattered, really. I couldn't believe it, really. After a good season I had as well. Yeah, I was just shocked. I think it was more of just not doing nothing on it. I was resting, and then I was thinking about it as well. That's where I felt, yeah, something's wrong.
So non-league wise, it's very different to pro life.
Horrible.
Non-contract, people know you only get paid when you play. You've also got another full-time job.
Yeah.
How does that sort of injury, one, affect, I suppose, your own mental health, and two, your personal life with your own work life outside of football? I
think it's not just for me, for anyone that gets these kind of injuries, and there's a lot of people with ACLs or other ligaments that you know, get teared up. It's very difficult. Like, as a pro, you're getting a surgery the next day and it's all been paid for and everything. You know, you're trying to recover as soon as possible. And with the NHS, if you go through the NHS, you know, that's a long way. You're talking about, 6-7 months, which is not very ideal if you want to come back to football and play football straight away. And, you know, in the non-league, a lot of people are working, you know, they've got families, and they rely on football as well, you know. Football and full-time jobs after work, we come training, you know. It's not easy, it's hard. And people that have these kind of injuries like myself, they'll be out for a long time, no work, no football, no payment really, innit? So it's very hard, and mentally sometimes people go with that, like their minds just go if they're not strong enough. Because obviously you got to provide for yourself, and if you've got a family, you got to provide for your family, you know. And then if you're not working, you're not playing football, you're not making nothing really. So mentally it's very draining, hard, very hard, because you just got to stay positive. Yeah, really, it's just difficult. You just got to think, now I've got to think, what am I going to do now? Obviously after this operation I'm going to be out for 3-4 months, no working, no football, so it's going to be difficult. Got to find myself to do something.
So just wanted to touch on that insurance that is taken out, advised through the league. I know that Dave and the club are now looking at other ways to be able to insure players.
I think, they need to. You know, we need some more insurances that need to help players, because at the end of the day, if you're injured and you're out for that long, what have they got to rely on? £250? It's ridiculous, I think. So I think that they should do that. I think chairman would do that, and you know, there's a lot of injuries in this league, non-league, league above, league below. It's important, I think, even for mental health as well, you know, that will help them as well with that.
So just to end on a slightly more positive note, you're our longest serving player at the club.
No, I can't believe it.
Obviously everyone was delighted when you'd re-signed. It's frustrating that you've had your injury. But for people coming on Saturday, what sort of message have you got for them?
A simple message. You know, I'm having my operation on Thursday. I won't be long out. I'll be back soon, hopefully. Can't wait to play again.